Let's get this going then. Welcome back to Very Ardalan. We're playing as Ardalan, we're playing on very hard mode. I think we will always be playing on very hard mode from now on, because of the sheer excitement that it gives. We started out with just our home province right here. As a subject to the Timurids, you might notice Timurids don't exist anymore. That's what they get for thinking they can be our overlord. The Ottomans got destroyed by lots of people, mostly me, because I kept dragging them into wars and then wouldn't help them when they themselves were being ambushed by the Mamluks. They are now our subject, we actually released them, along with Circassia, Iraq and Najd. Najd are being slowly but surely consumed by us, should be finished very soon in fact. Trouble with all these subjects is they don't really like us, especially Circassia, and keeping Ottomans on a leash is going to be very difficult. I think I will try to not give them back all their cores, because the risk I run at having them at 100%, well, their relative strength would be way too high. And because they would have over 300 total development, they'd get another plus 50, so I think I'll stray away from that one. Otherwise I would have to permanently be plugging them full of my prestige to placate them, and that is not really an option, because we don't get that much prestige. We have not yet enacted our glorious Zoroastrian decisions. I could do a recap if I could actually remember it all myself. We started Ardalan, we got support, we destroyed the Timurids, and we've had a lot of big fights with people that wouldn't normally give much of an issue, but because we're playing on very hard mode, the enemy gets 50% more economy and 50% more force limit, and manpower, and I even think they get manpower recovery, so yeah. Oh, and that does not affect our subjects, so they don't get the very hard mode bonuses. But the likes of you do. Very hard mode. -2 revolt risk. Fortunately, I didn't save the Mamluks. Is there a goal for this run, Jake? If I can control all of this, then I'll be pretty happy. There probably was a goal, and I've long forgotten it. But I think in this war we'll probably seal off most of the border here. I wanted to control my cultural area. I don't know, maybe other people remember it better than me. But I kind of want to put it to grave, and that will mean destroying the enemies that have decided to attack us now. I'll probably have to bring the Mamluks down a touch. Just wanted to ease myself back into Europa with a campaign that I'm really enjoying. Oh, our estates don't like us one bit, so go figure that. The nobility will soon see the light. And technologically we're doing alright, but we could certainly be doing better. So what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to tell my subjects to be supportive of me. I'm going to gain control of this as quickly as I can. And I'm going to think, what do I do about Bukhara? Because they are going to come tumbling down with a lot of men. What are we looking at? 20, 30, 40, 50, just shy of 60,000 men. And they're probably going to build up even more. My army is 34, and whilst I may have one tech more than them, that's only a tech that helps cannons. Well, I think the message there is build some cannons, lad. We currently have 3, I want to have 10. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. Keep them on this side. I am also definitely... I did build actual cannons, right? Not merc cannons. Good. It's exactly the kind of mistake I would make. From playing the likes of Hoi 4... I'm going to have to keep my wits about me, because there is no doubt going to be mistakes that I'm going to make. I think this is a lost cause. Adal is pretty strong, pretty damn strong, and they have Marhan as their friends as well. Sadly they took down Warsang Gali. Jake, your goal was the This Is Persia achievement. Ah, I knew someone would remember. Where is This Is Persia? Form Persia and own Egypt, Anatolia, and Greece as core I'm not sure I can be bothered to go that far, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, I definitely need more men, there's no question about it. Bukhara is going to come and rip me asunder, so I should probably get them here swiftly, so that my vassals will attach to them, hopefully. So if I make 3 stack here and set to attach, or maybe 2 stacks and set to attach, and then otherwise I'm going to need a lot of mercs right around here. This is why I save up lots of money, so that I can click my finger and do things like this. Going way above force limit. Manpower hurts, we'll use that mostly for cannons, and I'll probably just consolidate any losses I have. in terms of raw manpower infantry. So I'm going to take it slow and figure out what's what. We have some advantages here. Well, not so much advantages as disadvantages that we don't have. Mamluks are rife with revolt. They're unlikely to attack us right now. Baluchistan, who has been allied with Delhi for a long time, is very, very, very angry and probably wants to attack us for their cores, but they simply cannot because they have a Regency Council for a 3-year-old, so we're safe in that respect. Circassia won't attack us. Crimea, they're probably not going to attack Circassia. They wouldn't be so inclined, hopefully. And Kandar could attack the Ottomans, or me for that matter. I'm just hoping they don't. Jings, wouldn't that be funny? At least they're going to stay out of a coalition, just barely, but they will. So, I'll just go for it, see what happens. I want you to come out of being locked, and then we'll get you north, because I need to deal with these fellows. I also don't want you taking attrition, so I'll have you split your way north. We are a theocracy, which means what exactly? It means this garbage heir should be taking the front line. 5 fire. I've seen worse, but by the same token, I've seen a lot better. Did he have siege? No, he did not. I want to bring down their forts as quick as I can. And we do have somebody with 1 siege. This is why I'm recruiting a lot of cannons, you see. And I guess friendlies can attach to any of my forces, because it's a case of I want to converge everything on my enemies. I really want the Ottomans down here as well, though. That's all core provinces for them. They should not be having any problems. I'm also going to take a couple of you and stick you right there, just in case there's a useful... Okay, that's getting rethought out. You stay right there. Kind of makes me wish I'd kept the... what's the word I'm trying to think of here? It makes me wish I'd kept the forts around here. But I didn't, so be it. So, I wish for you guys to converge, and you guys to converge, and we'll also have you as attached to units. Don't want to hang out in deserts. I would really rather hang out in mountains, frankly. But maybe not taking the route that dances me through his land. Maybe it's also not a bad idea to get myself so close with some of my units. Alright, as long as you take another path up north, we'll converge you shortly. Well, and Mises, it's always nice to see a new game like a U4 on your channel. I don't think we played this game for a month and a half, maybe even longer. Bukhara is buying a load of troops from Mongolia. That's harsh. It's also harsh as nobody is offering me troops. Surprised these guys like each other. Well, the whole being allies thing probably works for them. Certainly hope they don't get more, like from Crimea, for example, who don't have any strong feelings towards me, but probably are interested in making an extra $1 or 2. And I can see how many ways this can go wrong. So Naj can't actually escape from here. My Inquisitor is dead. Not that that mattered all that much. A bit of extra money could come in handy. It's not like I'm facing much of a revolt. Bam wants to revolt, but well... I'd rather get some extra money at this point. Bam, huh? It's the only Sunni province I have left. And it's not going to be Sunni for that much longer. I'll raise autonomy if it looks like it's going to be a problem. It's only 3 developments, so it's hardly something to concern myself about. So people are getting together, not in mountains though. Okay, so there's the Bukharan army. I got mountains here and here. If I drag myself into both of them, then I should be fairly safe. Still would really like it if the Ottomans came and helped me out though. You know, those 15,000 well-led troops with a 4-shock general. Boy, would they help out in a big way. Can attach, everybody can attach. Just that nobody wants to. I am concerned about Bukhara quite a bit. They have a lot of cavalry, and their cavalry is strong, stronger than mine. And I hope he doesn't beat me over here. At that rate, he probably will. If he's going to Golstan, he'll go to Maza or whatever. Okay, no, I'll kind of have him surrounded here. Might be able to make the most of this. Especially if he wants to fight me on my terms. I got a 1-2-1-1. He's got a 2-2-2. Doodly-2. No river crossing penalty between there and Goldstan. But it's mountains. I've only got 2 cannons though, which is a little concerning. But hey, we'll bring in some more. Should probably use my better general there as well. Need to win some nice, decisive battles. Show him what's for. Now, I'm not really close to the next tech. I'm wondering if it's worth rolling a leader or two, just in case I get a tremendous, shocking general. We're not yet at the point where fire is terrifically good. But I might as well try. I'll take it. I will take it. No siege again, but like I said, will take it. So how about those cannons? We're still going to have to wait a month and a bit to get them. And we are quite over force limit, as we will be once everything is ready. So this will give me a good idea of just how well these guys fight. I'm going to want to pull in reinforcements, I'm sure. But I'll spare myself that thought, at least for now. I should check combat widths and stuff. It's going to take me a wee while to get back into the swing of things, most likely. I've got full combat width here, and I've got a little bit of reinforcements coming in. So assuming I can fight better than him, this should be game, set, and match, this battle. It's a shame he has cannons on the back row, which I do not, but I out-morale him, even if I don't out-discipline him. And then, okay, if I beat him and send him packing, then I can move on forward, break on through to the other side. Adal's army is too big. Everything's too big compared to mine. Almost 5 times my artillery, like 4 times my cavalry, and a touch more infantry, and the Ottomans refuse to help me out for some reason. But if I get military access from the Mamluks, will that help me or will it hurt me? It'll allow these guys to just come straight up here. But I really wonder why you don't want to help me. It's sad. For me. Now if he gets some really good rolls here, this will be troublesome and I might have to back myself up. Yeah, say like rolling a 6 to my 1 is not something that I find terribly ideal. What I'll do is I'll send in some backup. Just in case. And I want to bring down his forts as quickly as I can. That's why I assembled so many cannons so quickly. I don't think my front line is in any risk of falling. Alright, so I'm glad you've come along, but are you attaching to me or not? I can't quite tell, but you did bring over somebody with 1 siege. Sadly, all of his forts are on desert, so I wouldn't be able to reinforce very well. I should probably make my way on Kopet Dag. And then I'll have these guys as backup to the south of it. It's a little faster than maybe I should. But we're going for it. And I want my siege general to be taking care of it. I wonder, do I have to tell my friend the Ottomans to go and do something for him to actually shake a leg? Yes, good. I don't actually want him to be there, but anything that brings him in is helpful for me. This is concerning. They're going to cleave their way through that like it's not even there. And I don't have high hopes for their fort. Alright. Glorious artillery, your job is to bring this wall down. Whew. I wanted to say Jake could now pocket Bukhara from just walking behind. That's the thing, I am so in Hoi 4 mode that that's what I was thinking as well. And I'm thinking, oh no, I need to quickly make a defensive line or a fallback line here, but no. Mountains mean a lot more in Hoi as well, which is kind of funny. Oh, I worry for this war. Look at me, I'm big and strong. If this was normal mode, then I would just be laughing it all off. But it ain't. The enemy can pull a lot that I cannot. It's also not a show superiority war, so I can't milk war score like nobody's business. I need extra cannons on there. Any cannon I can spare will help bring this wall down. Probably should. No, I wouldn't have had enough from the outset anyway. So here's the hope. The hope is that I can give Bukhara one good slap. I'd like to take land, but really I need to get them out of this war. Mind you, they're at minus 71. Ally in war, strength. They hold their capital. I think this is going to be troublesome war for me. And if they take Naj's capital in the next 4 months or so, then that's also bad news for me. Okay, Bam is just going to revolt for me. I could do without a Persian revolt right now. This is good. This is very good. If I have lots and lots of cannons, I can just bring the enemy down like it's nobody's business. I'm going to detach my mercenaries so that I can grab my non-merc infantry and tell them to get out of there. I don't need you taking attrition, because if you take one look at my manpower, it's not very healthy. Keep you guys together with the one siege general. Wish I had more. Same story here. I would rather keep my non-merc infantry out of here. So if I run out of manpower, things just get more difficult. Manpower is for cannons right now. Jake, you should consider adding some logistic companies to your divisions. You're unlikely to have good supply in the steppes. It's alright, I'll have connection to my capital. Speaking of my capital, it has no forts. It's going to have a very hard time. But, okay, I made a mistake there. This is good though. I have control of the Iraqi army here. Supply isn't very high here, but should be good for all of us. How many times am I going to make that mistake? Alright, how about I just group all of you together, detach the mercs, and then have you guys... Why don't I have you all over in Boynord? At least if he attacks me there, then he's entering mountains. So that means I can keep you here and we can all defend each other. I need to bring these forts down. But really, this is the fort destroyer. 5% attrition. Holy smokes. Added siege supply. Goodbye manpower. Hope I don't get disease outbreaks as well. Oh, this is bad. That fort is not going to hold. Well, not with the defenders running away. I need it to hold like 4 more months so that I can annex the buggers. Well, they're running away from here as well. So he's running into Mashhad. Always, always get your 10s to 1s. How are you enjoying your vacation, Jake? Quite a lot. But it's coming to a close. Then I'll have to get back to work. Diplomatic insult against my vassal is not going to save me in any way here. Let's just dismiss that. And okay, can you hold out for 1 more month? That's not a lot to ask, I don't think. Always, always 10 to 1s. And get you in Buryand as well. Can't go over to Merv, but I could get you in Buryand. Potentially. I mean, this could be dangerous. What if he just brings out one of his other many large armies? Okay, that's interesting. Naj thinks he can take Bukhara. Of course he can. Bukhara is only infantry, only cannons there. That's actually a great opportunity for me to go and smack them one. What the hell is this? Nice. Okay. I have options here. See what it does for combined strength here. It's good. They're not too desirous of liberty. I have options here. I can bring down the fort in Muscat, and that will lessen the war score that they'll be getting around here. But I'll probably have to beat them back anyway, so maybe it's better to have it there to slow them down. I just don't think it'll slow them down for very long. I can also keep it all as overseas. That'll make it less less war score for them, even though they're full cores. As in, I will not make them states, I'll make them territories, or keep them territories rather. So, that's also good, but I would quite like to destroy this stack. Oh, also I inherited your army. That's kind of funny to me. I'm sending perhaps a bit too much this way. I want to keep you guys as firm backup. I'm just looking for easy battles here. There's no sense screwing myself over. Okay, so they have access to the Mamluks. They're going to make a very quick beeline to my capital. That's bad. That's very bad. It's because the Ottomans got access through them that they give access to everyone else. That's a shame. Okay, well, I brought down one of your forts, but that is not going to be anywhere near enough to get you out of the picture. I should make a march on Bukhara, even though that's extremely risky. The supply in Khiva is pretty alright. Thinking I might just wait on you. I need to one way or another get all these units over. This is dangerous. I am getting encircled in a big way. A big and very bad way. Haha. Having a natural scientist in 1577? Keep looking at the sky. So sadly my enemy is going to be getting ticking war score on me. Can you block the strait, or is your fleet not good enough, Jake? My fleet is not good enough. They have heavy ships. Heavy ships are really good. Boy, I could, would, and should be thinking about striking them while they're separated like this. Is he going to meet up with all of his friends there? Well, I got mountains here to retake, but what's he playing at? He could well be going to meet up with all the others. This is bad. If I have to fight their combined army, that is overwhelmingly stronger than mine. So it's not what I'm looking to do. But maybe I should strike these guys whilst they're trying to make the journey over here. Would be beneficial for me. But if he starts marching this kind of force over, then I'm in for a bad day. A really bad day. Get the feeling I am not going to have an easy time knocking these guys out. Right, the enemy numbers are just too high around here. Get my nice 10 to 1, otherwise I am getting the heck out of here. They're going to murder my capital though. This is not a war that's going to go particularly well for me. Okay, it's also going to be really hard to back myself up here unless I surround Bukhara from point A, B, and pretend. No, I couldn't do that. It's going to be army 1, 2, and 3 like that. It's not ideal, but it is what it is. Which means perhaps you guys could go and do some nice harassment. They're liable to be picked off. What's more, they're not mercs. That just means they can be replaced. Just do your Ristostrats. Ally France. If only. A bit shocking that Adal is the one that can bring me down, but... is he chasing me, I wonder? Also, how did I manage to link my mercs with my not mercs again? Alright, bringing down Bukhara will not be enough to end this war either. Or at least end the Bukharan part of it. If it was just Adal, I'd feel a lot happier about this. But it looks like he's going to be doing very similar to what I'm doing. And there's the Mongolian army. Couldn't help but notice none of those kinds of support for me, eh? Now I abhor taking out loans. And this is a waste of military power. It really is, but I do not like taking loans at all. So I shall avoid it wherever possible. I think you're already going there, right? Just making twice the work for myself, really. You're already oversupply considerably. Oh well, we'll just hang tight here. They are really eyeing up my capital there. I am starting to wish I had a fort on it, but wishing won't change the fact that it's not there. At least the enemy forts go down fairly simply. If only because I'm massing my my artillery. Right, they got forts to the north as well.